It's not formulaic. Um, there are some key signatures I like to have, and I don't think I've ever shared that publicly before. But um, I when I decided to spend a lot more time in developing content for LinkedIn, realizing the big game changer was writing little mini articles in the post. That definitely was a big game changer. When I saw a lot of other people doing it, uh, that I can actually, do it in less than 200 words. I think that's about how it ends up being, be somewhere between 170 and 200 words. Um, Before I fret it upon using short form, and I think short form is great. I think it's great for content if you're effective writer that way. And some of my content is fairly short, but some of it it's also long. I wrote a long one today as I think about it, and it's about 200 words or close to 200 words. And I try to make it a little bit attractive. Every now and then I kind of find a way to throw a lyric from a song. Um, Most people miss it. But it's one of those things where I actually I love music and I've incorporate music in my communication some kind of way, uh, in some ways, and certainly doesn't supersede Bible verses, but in a lot of ways it does. It does communicate a certain way to be memorable, and a few people pick up on it. Most people it misses because I'm older. I'm older, so a lot of the songs will be kind of along the older. But but that's the way I used to communicate. But definitely, I think a lot of job seekers don't put the time in it because they're afraid to be. If you write long form and you write an article, you're being vulnerable. No matter how much you hold back from being personal or how forthright you are in showing your knowledge, there's a vulnerability that comes along with it. And I think a lot of people are afraid of that vulnerability. And I think once I started doing that, things started to kind of change, not particularly just in the number of people that contact, but the quality of conversations that's been able to facilitate. And that's what happens if you put, so yeah, that's the kind of thought I put into it. There's a formula, but there's not a formula in a sense.